Hello there. Glad to be together with all of you once again here for our nightly message and moment, and of course the ritual counting of the Omer. And so, coming at you from my home, and in a moment when we say the blessing and do the count, it will be the 14th day of our counting period between Passover and Shavuot. And because it's the 14th day that's imminent, it brought to my mind the number seven. Seven, of course, is a mystical, a meaningful, special, and holy number in the Jewish tradition, the Jewish spirituality, mostly because, of course, the Shabbat, our holiest day of the week, is the seventh day. And so, in that system, we have 6 days of regular activity, work, and such. And then the seventh day is reserved for holiness, for renewal, so that hopefully when we go back to the week again, we're more our best selves and loftier and rested up spiritually from the Sabbath. But there are other systems on the calendar that have echoes of that 6+1 that I just wanted to talk a little bit about as we get ready for the Omer count. So one of them is in years, not days. The Torah gives us this model of 6 years of regular activity for the earth. The fact that the earth we derive blessings and resources, of course, from the earth, and our ancestors knew this very well since their main activity was agricultural activity. And so you can work the earth, the Torah says, for 6 years. But the seventh year is reserved for the earth to rest. Just like we rest on the seventh day, the land is supposed to rest on the seventh year so it can have renewal, so it can rejuvenate, so it can go back to being productive after its Sabbath, after its year off. And then in that same Torah portion, Bahar, where we derive much of the messages about the sabbatical year. There's also another sort of system that goes into multiple years, more than just seven, 49 years, right? So 49 years of economic activity, regular economic activity. And the Torah, basically is saying that for a generation, if you look at the 50 years or the 49 years as a generation in those days where people could kind of in an unbridled, more or less way, kind of be active in the economy. And that means that for some people they're going to do very well through their hard work or through their good luck, through their skills. They're going to benefit, and they might even have much more land than when they started the 49 years. At the same time, there will be people and families who don't do well, who because of bad luck or bad health or maybe a lack of skill will not gain. In fact, they might lose. They might even lose all the land that they started with. And all of that is allowed. But this system, if it was ever carried out, would say, but then there's this great equalization on the 50th year, the Jubilee year, in Hebrew, the Yovel, the year of liberty and jubilation, right? So on the 50th year, everything gets equaled out. And those people and families that did very well, their next generation, their descendants, don't derive the benefit. They have to start from scratch. And at the same time, those in the next generation from families who did poorly, they don't have the disadvantage of starting out with the burden of their predecessors. They also get a fresh start. Everyone gets a fresh start for another 49 years of regular activity after that year of renewal. And in that system is another echo, that of this period of time that we're in right now, that is the focus of these videos, the counting of the Omer, because of course there are 49 days that we count. And you can look at those days as, activity, and the activity is getting to our destination. And the destination is the 50th day, the Shavuot, which is at the mountaintop, and that's the day of the holiday of renewal and of, sort of deriving all of the benefit from the journey that we've been on since, in the Torah story, escaping slavery and then figuring out what was our purpose. So there's again 49 plus 1, and what I didn't mention in the Jubilee year and in the counting of the Omer, 49, of course, there you have 7's again, because what's 49 but 7 squared, 7 times 7. And so this is brings to mind on this 14th day wholeness and renewal, and all of the potential that through our toil and our work and our activity, there will be this day, this moment, this year of blessing, of renewal, of kind of figuring it all out, of clarity, only to then, of course, have to go back again, but at least with the benefit of that wholeness that sort of 7 brings to us. So in thinking about that, this is in the Sfirot model. We are still in Gevurah, but we're in Malchut in Gevurah. And Malchut is it's sovereignty, but it's the Sphira that is closest to us here on earth. It's kind of like the Shekhinah that's accessible to us. So to me that says that, our strength, our Gevurah, our power, such as we have it, how do we use it in our day-to-day, right? As we count the Omer and in real life, in actuality, and then of course to get to that time of rejuvenation, of renewal, where we can let some of that Gevurah go just for a bit, and just enjoy the benefit of what we've achieved and what we've accomplished. And so it's all about wholeness. And I'm going to decide I wanted to sing a song. It's not a Jewish song. It's a secular song. It's one I learned when I was teaching in outdoor education up in New England. And we used to have kids come and learn with us. And we would end each day that they were there for 5 days with song, with singing. And this used to be the last song we would sing before the kids would go to sleep. And it always kind of reminded me of wholeness, of the day's activity culminating in spirituality and then rest. And so it's called On the Loose. I just want to sing it for you. I hope you enjoy it, and then I'll make the blessing, and we'll officially count the Omer together. So this is On the Loose. On the loose to climb a mountain, on the loose where I am free, on the loose to live my life the way I think my life should be. For I only have a moment and a whole world left to see. I'll be looking for tomorrow on the loose. Have you ever seen the sunrise turn the sky completely red? Ever slept beneath the moon and stars, a pine bough for your bed? Have you ever talked with friends, though a word was never said? Then you're just like me and you've been on the loose. There's a trail that I'll be hiking just to see where it might go. Many places yet to visit, many people yet to know. So in following my dreams, I will live and I will grow in the trail that's waiting out there on the loose. On the loose to climb a mountain, on the loose where I am free, on the loose to live my life the way I think my life should be. For I only have a moment and a whole world left to see. I'll be looking for tomorrow on the loose. So in search of love and laughter, I'll be traveling across this land, never sure of where I'm going, 'cause I haven't any plan. So in time, when you are ready, come and join me, take my hand. and together we'll share life out on the loose. As I sit and watch the sunset and the daylight slowly fades, I'll be thinking about tomorrows and the friendships I have made. I will cherish them for always, and I hope that you will too. And forever we'll share life out on the loose. On the loose to climb a mountain, on the loose where I am free, on the loose to live my life the way I think my life should be. For I only have a moment and a whole world left to see. I'll be looking for tomorrow on the loose. Tomorrow on the loose will be the 14th day of the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ruach haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sifirat haomer. Blessed is the Holy One whose presence fills creation, from where we derive and learn about mitzvahs, sacred deeds that fill our lives with meaning and purpose and dignity, including this mitzvah that we're doing together right now of counting each day between spring and summer, between Passover and Shavuot, between the concept of freedom and the concept of social, ethical responsibility, and how to live also in between. And so, amen, and thank you for doing this with me, for coming together, and I wish you a good night, a restful night, a night of renewal. Laila Tov, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.